control of yourself. I'm busy. There's a lot going on.
So I want to go over what motivates you, and what encourages you to get tasks accomplished. For a guy named Troy Fox, he was extremely obese, weighed over 425 pounds, and just lived a very unhealthy life. Troy felt abandoned, felt lost, felt out of place, and didn't know how to make a change. Troy had his dad come along, and his dad constantly would tell him, I don't want to wake up one morning and go upstairs in your room to see that you're dead, to see that I lost my son. That motivated Troy to go out and be that, or make that change in his life. It made him realize that he can't keep living an unhealthy lifestyle, and he had to first humble himself and dwindle down his own pride to ask for help. And then from that help, he then took the internal courage and the internal hunger that was inside of him to go out and make that change. And he did so. He lost over 205 pounds, which is close to 50% of his body weight. Troy was built up and encouraged and had community behind him, and I believe that is a huge reason of why he was able to be successful. For me in my own life, I was raised in Tacoma. I was raised by both my parents, and I feel like they instilled core values in me that just make me want to go out and motivate others, and even just be self-motivated and know what that means. And I think that all starts with, one, being humble, and then being hungry, and being smart. So, humble, hungry, and smart. So like Troy, he was motivated by his family, and when I said he had to dwindle down his pride into basically nothing so he can ask for help, being humble is basically being able to realize that you have flaws, and those flaws aren't gonna limit you or make you just someone who isn't afraid to ask for help. In my own life, doing sports, that's how you realize if you're not the best. You have to work to get better, and that is what you do to be a team player. So humble plays a huge part in what it means to be a team player, being able to be humble, sorry. The second is being someone who's hungry. To be on a team, you need to be someone who is a go-getter. You need to be someone who digs deep and gets things done. No one wants someone on their team who doesn't have drive, doesn't have ambition, because how would that benefit a team? How would that help something grow and thrive into something? So humble, then hunger. And the last one is smart. So it's not like you would normally think of being smart, like intellectual. It's being kind of emotionally aware of people, and aware of how they're processing, how they're doing life. So if you walk into a social setting and you notice someone is just off in the corner and they're having a bad time, if you go over there just making light, not acknowledging that they're in a mood or they're feeling some kind of way, then you're not being smart. You're not building up your team. You're actually dwindling your team down into just horrible nothingness. So being able to, one, like I said, be humble, then have hunger, and then smart. With that, I think all ties into someone who would be a great team player and would be an asset to a team. And that just transfers into the job world, transfers into school. It kind of just transfers into everything in life. For Troy, he learned that through just going through tough times with his father. For me, I learned it through sports growing up. From everyone, it's different, but I feel like everyone goes through these things in life. So I just encourage everyone to just dig deep and to find out what they can be humble about, what they can get hungry about, and then what they can think smart about. Yeah. Questions from anyone?